Hello and welcome to this channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to control your destiny, or how your destiny is controlled. Some people have the belief that they are predestined to be the way they are, and then there are a lot of questions that we will need to answer. For example, why do you sleep and you dream and you see yourself somewhere that in actual fact you are not there? Then we will be talking about why two people of similar cognitive ability who grew up in similar environments, one goes to become a very successful person and the other one is very poor or unsuccessful. We'll be talking about all that. Now, it is important for you to know that every human being is a tripartite being. When I say a tripartite being, it means that you are made up of the mind, the soul, and the body. The mind, the soul, and the body. Let's take each of them step by step at a time. Now, when we talk about the physical body, we are talking about this flesh. Now, this flesh has 5 sense organs that we all learned in basic school: the sense of hearing, the sense of touch, the sense of taste, and then all those other senses. So we have 5 senses in all. Now, everything that happens, every information that enters into your body is through these 5 senses. That is your ability to see things, your ability to hear, your ability to touch, your ability to taste things. All these are information entering your body. So everything that enters your body is through the 5 sense organs that I just talked about. Now, we go into the soul. Now, when information enters your body, it's through information entering your physical body that goes to the soul. So the second component of the tripartite being is the soul. And what is it composed of? The soul is composed of the mind, the will, and the emotions. Your mind, your will, and your emotions. And the mind is further broken down into a conscious and a subconscious mind. I will also talk more and go into details. And then we'll go to the third member of the tripartite being, which is the spirit. The spirit is that part that is connected to our God or our Heavenly Father. So the spirit being is the innermost. So we have the physical body, which connects to the soul, and the soul connects to the spirit. So these are the 3 major components that every human being is made of. Now, the physical body is the structure that houses us on this earth. Without the physical body, you as a human being, you are an illegitimate being. You can't live on this physical planet. So every being that doesn't have a body cannot live on this earth. That is why there is a saying that prayer is a way of communicating to God. Without we praying, God cannot intervene in any case on the earth, because God is a spiritual being. And it is when we pray that we give Him the authority to intervene in physical matters on this earth. I will go into detail now. We go into the soul. The soul is where most of the things happen. Now, as I said earlier, the soul is made up of the mind, the will, and the emotions or our feelings. Now, what's the mind? The mind is that part that constitutes our existence as human beings. The mind is further divided into the conscious and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is a part of the mind that is responsible for conscious activities such as, let's say, going to urinate, then making a call, or lifting something. All those are conscious activities. Okay, I want to go to the market. I want to go and do this. I want to do that. Or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. All those are conscious activities. Writing, speaking, and all those things. They are conscious activities. They are things that you think and you do them. So all those things are controlled by the conscious mind. Now, the conscious mind will always assess any information that comes to it before it passes it to the subconscious mind. So the conscious mind, when it hears something, it will listen to it over and over and then make sure before it passes it to the subconscious mind. So that is what the conscious mind does. Now, the subconscious mind is a part of the mind that doesn't have any judgment ability. It does not judge. It doesn't discriminate. It does not know the difference between right and wrong. Anything that passes to it is taught and it will execute it. So, if your conscious mind hears something, then it accepts and passes out, okay, this is good information, and it goes to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind executes what information has been passed on to it. It doesn't determine whether this is good, I should do it, or this is bad, I should not do it. It executes. So it does not care whatever. It does not determine whether it's good or bad. Now the conscious mind, as I mentioned earlier, can determine between good and bad things. However, most of the time, we do certain things without our full attention on it. So for example, your TV is open, you are watching, and then you are doing something. You are really watching what is happening on the TV, you are listening, but you are not paying full attention to it. So at the end of the day, your mind, you are not able to use that your willpower to judge whether this is a good information for me or not. So it is entering. And when it enters over and over and over and over and over, whether you decide or not whether it's good or not, it will pass to the subconscious mind. That is why someone will end up being addicted to something that he intentionally didn't like, but because he or she listened to it over and over and over and over and over again, it has gotten to his subconscious mind, and he has taken it, and it is now controlling him. Now, the subconscious mind is the part that controls almost everything about us. It controls, studies have statistically shown that 95% of everything we do in this world is controlled by the subconscious mind. For example, let's say the habits that we have. Let's say on social media, for example, most people are addicted to social media because it is now in their subconscious mind, it controls them. So when they see any second, any minute, and they don't go to Facebook, or they don't go to WhatsApp, or they don't go to any social media channel, they are not happy. And to the extent that even if they are on Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp or any social media channel, or whether they are watching TV, they may not even know consciously that they are doing it, but they are doing it. It's because it's in their subconscious mind. Okay, so that is how the subconscious mind controls your activities. And the subconscious mind controls your soul. As a human being, your soul is being controlled by your subconscious mind. Whatever constitutes its content, your whatever is in your subconscious mind, it will control your soul. Now, the soul is in between. It is the part that helps you to think, to judge, to do things for yourself. It is the part that also wants pleasure. So it is in between the physical body and the soul. Now the body always wants pleasure. The body most of the time will sacrifice pleasure for things that will destroy you. And the subconscious mind can judge that this is good, this is not good. In fact, the actual feelings, the enjoyment you get always goes deep into your soul. That is why when you do something that and something happens to you that you're so happy, you see that there is something like a chemical that is released from your mind or your brain to your body, and you see that it enters you. You have that kind of deep feeling that this one is really entering my soul. So that is how it is. Now, the spirit, on the other hand, is very pure and doesn't always want you to do things that will hurt you in the long run. So most of the time, your inner man or your spirit will talk to you, your physical body or the soul, to tell you that this thing you are doing will not help you in the long run. It is bad, it is not good. But most of the time, we actually ignore it. That is why sometimes you know very well that something is not good for you, but you keep on doing it and you can't stop. And because that thing is being controlled by your subconscious mind that dictates, that makes you do that particular thing. And have you realized that sometimes you sleep and you see yourself being somewhere? And it's because any information that enters your body, for example, whatever thing that you see, whatever thing that you hear most of the time, whatever enters your physical body when you are sleeping, your subconscious mind is going to process it. Your subconscious mind works 24 hours. It doesn't sleep, but your physical mind sleeps. When your conscious mind sleeps. When your conscious mind, when you are active, your conscious mind is active. When you are sleeping, your conscious mind sleeps. But your subconscious mind doesn't sleep. It is your subconscious mind that will determine that something that is touching you, even when you are sleeping, is fire, or something hot is touching you. It is your subconscious mind that will make you to blink your eye. It is your subconscious mind that makes you run away from something that is danger. Because your subconscious mind is able to control, to determine all those activities, and then you are able to run away even without deciding. But you see yourself running when something hot touches you. It controls you unconsciously. And it has, as I said, the bad and the negative aspect. Now, if your subconscious mind controls your destiny, and you can control your subconscious mind, then why are a lot of people unsuccessful? You see, they are unsuccessful because they don't understand this secret power. They don't know that they can control any information that enters them, or maybe they haven't put a conscious effort to do it. You see, a lot of people that don't care whatever information they hear. They don't care the songs they listen to. They don't care whatever program they are listening to on a TV or radio. So you have to take notice of this. You have to take notice of what you see, what you hear, what you touch, what you taste. You have to take notice of these very important things that actually enter your body. If you don't take notice of the information that you consume, then you will end up producing results that you don't want, because a bulk of our surrounding, our communities, our environment is negative information. And the negative information, you don't need to be conscious to take that negative information. But for positive information, you have to be very conscious. So that is basically how you control the information that enters your mind. You have to be mindful of the books you read. You have to be mindful of the things that you watch. You have to be mindful of whatever you hear. You have to make a very conscious decision to always listen to information, to programs, to messages that are powerful, messages that are going to change your life. If you always sleep and you dream of bad things, when you are about to sleep, play messages, very powerful, life-changing messages, like what I do. When I'm sleeping, I listen to motivational messages or preaching or a nice music, and I sleep. And I tell you, when you communicate to your subconscious mind, because I said your subconscious mind doesn't sleep, when you communicate to it during these occasions, I tell you, you will never have those bad dreams again. I used to have nightmares. From the day I started consciously injecting positive information to my subconscious mind when I'm sleeping, from that day to now, I have stopped having bad dreams. And you can change it. You can change your destiny. You can control what happens to you. Don't say that you have been predestined to have those things that happen to you. You can control it. You can control your destiny. And you can control your destiny because you have the willpower. If you cannot control your destiny, then you wouldn't have had the willpower. But a lot of people have given up the power of the will. They don't have that willpower again because they don't control the information that enters their body. So if you want to change your life now, control your subconscious mind. Control the information that enters your body. If you don't control the information that enters your body, your subconscious mind will control you without your knowledge and will lead you to distraction, because it is going to execute what information enters your subconscious mind, and much of it is negative. Please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell and share this video to bless others.